Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hi, I'm Amy Rogers. Welcome in to Golf Central. Well, the QBE Shootout gets underway this weekend, but the big news was the announcement that Tiger Woods will make his return to competitive golf. The players in the field at QBE reacted to the news that Woods would be making his return.
It's awesome. I mean, first off, you start by, are you ever going to, well, you're lucky to be alive. Are you ever going to be able to walk again? And now he's actually playing a competitive round with his son. So I think even Tiger would tell you this is a win. So it's great. It's great for him and his family. But selfishly, as golf fans, it's great for all of us.
What he went through from an injury point of view this year with the car accident, you know, there was obviously speculation will we ever see him play golf again. It's exciting for the business of golf just to have Tiger Woods playing golf. You know, he's so important to everything we do, and obviously, you know, as a golf community, we're just excited to see him back on the golf course. Him and Charlie next week. I'm sure there'll be a few eyeballs on, you know, watching on TV, and you know, we're just, like I say, excited to see him back in action, and obviously we're sort of curious to see how healthy he's going to look.
It's awesome. If you'd have told a lot of guys out here that Tiger would be playing golf in December after what happened in February, we'd all be shocked. And obviously it's very exciting, and saw him practicing a little bit last week. He seemed like he was in great spirits. Saw him in the workout room a little bit, so he's obviously in great shape, and hopefully he can play good next week and start playing some tournaments on the PGA Tour. So we're all excited to see him back out, and hope all the best for him.
I don't know if any of us have all the details from the accident, but it sounded like things were really, really bad as far as that accident and his injuries. And I was under the impression we may not see him play competitive golf again. And now, I mean, you never put anything past Tiger Woods. I've seen the photos of him hitting balls last week, and now to say yes to the father-son is just, it's so exciting. I think for the game of golf, everybody's excited. Everybody's glad that he's healthy enough to even think about playing golf is awesome. So we're excited to have him back and can't wait to see him.
It's exciting. I mean, when it all happened a year ago, I mean, the first thought was he's done. I don't know if he keep coming back from all these injuries. So, but you watch the swings he's been making, and you know the guy's not going to go out that way. He doesn't. He's going to come out on top for sure again. So, will he be as competitive and as strong as he was? I mean, that's time will tell. But I mean, it's exciting. I mean, he's the reason why we play for what we play for, and why the game is so strong. I mean, the game of golf loves Tiger and needs Tiger. So it's exciting to see him back out. I know he's excited to probably get out of the house and play golf. So it'll be fun to watch how he does. And I know if I'm head of the tour, I'll be giving Tiger his cart every week he wants to play. So we'll see how that goes next year.
Running outside the house going crazy that Tiger's back playing golf. You know, it's just great to see. I think as everyone, we were more or less worried about his health and just being there for his kids the rest of their lives. And once we knew that was the case, then it was, hey, let's just get healthy. And if you can have some form of participation in golf, then that'd be great. And I think we're reaping, you know, we're in the bonus round now with him just being able to play golf and be out there and hopefully play some of the PGA Tours. So I know both those, especially Charlie, wants to beat Justin Thomas really bad, wants to beat the snot out of him. And I know Tiger would love to do that so he can, you know, put the needle in Justin Thomas throughout the year. So is it going to happen? I don't know, but it'd be really cool if Tiger and Charlie did beat Justin and his dad, because I don't think Justin and his dad would be they would be getting a lot of smack for the entire year.
The 33rd edition of the QBE Shootout gets underway Friday. It's the 21st consecutive year it's being held at Tiburon Golf Club. 24 players will be in the field, and they will be broken down into 12 two-person teams. This year's field features a strong lineup with 11 winners over the past year on the PGA Tour. Now let's send it out to Steve Sands and Kurt Byram with more on this week's QBE Shootout.
Amy, thank you. Can't wait to get this thing started. 33 years. Back in 1989, this all began for Greg Norman and his shootout at Sherwood Country Club. It's been a marvelous run, Kurt.
It has. The players love doing this. It's at the end of the year. Some of them are tired to playing golf, but I think the team format really picks it up for them. They have a lot of fun with it.
Speaking of the format, the 12 teams will be competing over the course of the next 3 days. And so you have the scramble, then you have the modified alternate shot in order, and then on Sunday it's the 4-ball. What do you make of those 3 days and those 3 formats?
I expect some really low numbers out of the gate. When you give these quality of players a scramble format to start the week, you're going to see some low scores. Typically, that format, you'll see the lowest scores. The alternate shot, modified alternate shot, they'll play their best drive, then they alternate shot from there. So that's the one format. If you have one guy off in that, it can be a disaster.
Now, I'm not sure anybody's going to go any lower than we saw last year. A 9-shot victory for Matt Kuchar and Harris English. It was an incredible showcase for those two.
They got rolling and just fed off of what each other was doing. They started making all these putts, and it just snowballed for these guys. I mean, extreme low scores.
And then at the 18th, just finishing it off, again, a 9-shot win.
Almost couldn't miss at that point. That was the last hole.
These guys have won multiple times, and they've got to be one of the favorites coming into the week, right?
100%. You can't win this thing 3 times and not be one of the favorites. However, there are some other really good fields here, or good teams here.
It's pretty cool that Lexi Thompson is here playing with Bubba Watson. Lexi will play off the same tee as the other players who are in the field, and both of those players are bombers.
Well, I think it's still, Lexi's plenty long. This golf course isn't playing that long. It's firm and fast right now. They could have a good week.
If you go down the list of all the names, and these are some world-class players from the PGA Tour and the LPGA Tour playing here this week in Naples, what team do you like to perhaps contend with Kuchar and English?
There's a couple teams that I think could have good weeks. We'll see how they putt, but Sam Burns and Billy Horschel would be one. Sam Burns has been playing some incredible golf, screaming to the top of the world rankings right now, and the other team would be Jason Kokrak and Kevin Na. Kokrak won in Houston just, a month ago. And Kevin Na, when he gets going with the putter, look out. He can make them in bunches.
You alluded to the fact that you have to putt well. Is that what it boils down to this week?
You know, when you have to go that low, somewhere between 25 and the low 30s under par to win, you've got to make some putts. There's no doubt about that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Noon Eastern on Friday is when we'll see you again next right here on Golf Channel. And a reminder, Greg Norman will join us in the booth. It should be a lot of fun, an interesting conversation with one of the great stars in the history of the game. Amy, let's go back to you.
Thanks, guys. Here's a look at the schedule for Friday right here on Golf Channel. Golf Today kicks things off at 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by Golf Central pregame, which leads right into the first round coverage of the QBE Shootout beginning at noon. Then we'll be back to wrap up the day at 4 p.m. Eastern with Golf Central postgame.